Hi, and welcome to Deeply Connecting. Today we are talking about conflict resolution for when someone brings a hurt to you. Because who knows that if we are close to people, if you're deeply connecting with people, then there will be conflict. So right now I'm in a situation where I brought my hurt to a friend, and she responded by explaining herself, essentially justifying herself, and then proceeding to tell me how she felt attacked by me bringing this to her. And so this has gotten me thinking a lot about how to bring stuff to people, and also when someone brings their hurt to you, how to respond. So today, right now, we'll be talking about how to respond when someone brings their hurt to you. So in thinking about this, I can really relate to my friend because I used to do something very similar. When I was in college, my friend confronted me about when he would bring up his hurt to me, I would end up turning around on him so that he would be apologizing to me. And I didn't think I did anything wrong, so I wouldn't apologize to him. And so he brought this up and said that I did this. I was like, no way, I don't do this. I did not believe him. And then I went home from the holidays, and I noticed that everyone in my family, except for my mom, did this exact same thing. So I was like, okay, well, I know where I got it from. So for example, I witnessed my mom brought up a hurt to my dad, and my dad essentially said, well, if you hadn't done this and I wouldn't have done that, so really it's your fault that you're hurt. And so then my mom would apologize to my dad for doing the thing that made him upset, and my dad wouldn't apologize at all because he felt justified in doing what he did because he was upset by the thing that my mom did. So So I was like, okay, all right, I do this. And then I started trying to learn another way, a better way. So the situation that I'm in with my friend right now is not the exact same, but it's very similar, where I brought my hurt to her, and then she essentially explained, well, I wasn't intending to hurt you. This is why I did what I did. And then also said, really you need to change your thinking because I didn't intend to hurt you. You need to understand that I didn't intend to hurt you, so you shouldn't feel hurt. And so this is really destructive for relationships, the way that I did it, the way that she's doing it. How it feels, it feels very invalidating. It feels like I'm not safe around her. It feels like she doesn't care how I actually feel. It makes me want to push away from her, distance myself, because I don't feel safe emotionally. And I'm sure that this is how people felt around me also. And then also with her bringing up that because I brought up that I feel hurt, that she feels attacked and cornered, that can feel like I did something bad or something wrong by bringing up my hurt. So then I would feel, I don't actually, but I do in some sense, and I could if I didn't know better, would feel guilt and shame for even bringing it up. So this is very destructive for relationships. So a better way, because neither of these approaches are good, a better way to respond when someone brings their hurt to us, whether or not we feel like we did anything wrong, is to apologize. If we can think of any little thing that we can take ownership for, that is great. If we can actually say, like, yes, I messed up, I did that wrong, I'm really sorry, that's great. Even if we can't, even if we think, I really don't feel like I did anything wrong here, we can still apologize that we did something that hurt them. So this was something that was revolutionary to me. I learned this when I started going to group counseling many years ago, but it was like a light bulb moment. Wish I had known this a lot sooner. Was that I had felt like, when I say something, it's true, So even if it hurt the other person, because it's true, I have nothing to apologize for. And then I realized that I don't need to apologize necessarily for this statement that I said that was true, but I can apologize that I said it in a way that hurt them. Or I can apologize that I did something that hurt them. And this was like a huge aha moment. So even if you don't feel like you did anything wrong, you can still apologize that you did something or that you said something that hurt the person. Because, I mean, my intention wasn't to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. So I really am sorry that I said or did something, that hurts people. And I want to point out, this is very different from saying, I'm sorry you feel hurt. Because I'm sorry you feel hurt is not actually very caring. It's not saying that you're sorry that you did or said something that hurt them. It's just you're sorry that they interpreted whatever you did in a way where they would feel hurt. So that still feels very invalidating and unsafe because you're not really caring about them or how they feel. So that's a good thing to note. So then after you apologize, another good thing is trying to get in their shoes, like trying to understand where they're coming from and validate their feelings. So if you can understand why what you did or said hurt them, express it. Say, that really makes sense that you feel hurt. I see where you're coming from. And if you can't, ask them to help you. So I'm really sorry that I did this thing that hurt you. And please help me understand why that hurt, because I am having trouble understanding. So invite them to help you get into their shoes and get to a place where you can understand where they're coming from. And then after you understand that, then you can say, and within that, I'd say probably even after you apologize or after you understand what made them hurt, you can explain yourself and say, like, this is what I was intending. I wasn't intending to hurt you. This is what I meant by what I did or what I said. And that doesn't take away that I am really sorry that I did or said something that hurt you. So that is really important to couple those together. Just explaining yourself, just saying your intention is not enough. And in addition to that, so after apologizing, after getting in their shoes and validating where they're coming from, see how you can make it better. What can I do to make you feel better right now? What can I do in the future? What can I either do or stop doing that would help you feel more safe and not be hurt by this thing anymore? It might be a word that you change or whatever. And you don't necessarily have to agree to their request. Like if you're not willing to do what they request, that's okay. But get to a place where you can negotiate so that you are willing to change in some way, and you can come to a compromise where you both feel good about it. And then also thank them for sharing. Thank them for coming to you, because it takes a lot of courage to express your hurt to somebody. It means that they care about you. They care about the relationship. So that's really a special gift when someone even expresses their hurt to you. And because, I know it takes a lot of courage for me, because it can go in so many ways. Like, if I express my hurt to somebody, they could turn it around on me. They could shame me. They could abandon me. They could say, like, you're too much. I am out of this. I don't want to do this friendship anymore. It's hard to say. So thank them for coming to you. And it's a special thing. And so the result of apologizing where you can, explaining your intention, getting in their shoes and understanding why they feel hurt, seeing how you can do something different in the future, and then thanking them for coming to you. The result of that is they feel loved, they feel heard, they feel safe, they feel more connected. Like your friendship is actually closer after that than it was before, even because you weathered a storm. You were able to get through something. They now know that they can trust you with their feelings. They can trust you with their heart and with their vulnerability. And that is really special. So to recap, when someone brings their hurt to you, don't turn around on them. Don't shame them. Don't blame them. Don't say you shouldn't feel that way. Don't say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Say, I'm sorry I did something that made you feel that way. And then the do's is apologize. See if there's anything you can apologize for, take ownership of. And even if there's not, I'm sorry that I did or said something that hurt you. I didn't intend to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I didn't mean to. So take ownership of doing or saying something that hurt them and validate them. That makes sense that you feel that way. I get it. I understand. Or, I'm having trouble understanding. Please help me understand because I don't want to hurt you. And I'm sorry that I did something that hurt you. And once you understand, then you can figure out a way to repair it. What can I do to make this better? And what can I do in the future so that you don't feel hurt? And then thank them. Thank you for coming to me. Thank you for expressing your hurt to me. I appreciate that you appreciate the friendship. So, hope this helps. I wish that I had listened to a video like this many years ago. And if you want to hear more about connecting deeply with God and with other people and ways to do that, please click the subscribe button and the little bell, and we will see you next time. All right, thanks.